welcome back to Advice from Auntie Faith. So today is a very special episode because I have some great friends with me today, and we're gonna have girl chat. This episode is called Relationships in College. Ooh, it's about to get spicy in here. But we're not just talking about relationships. You know what I mean? We're talking about all kinds of relationships, friendships, all of that. So stay tuned to watch more. And guess what? I have a fellow YouTuber with me today, so you're gonna love this. Welcome back, you guys. I'm here with my friends. Hi. All right, so we're gonna start with a quick introduction so you can know who they are. Starting with you, my lady.
Okay, I am the friend she was referencing a few minutes ago.
I think you should start that over.
Wait, yeah.
Hi, I'm the friend.
I love my heart. She was referencing a few minutes ago. My name is Noma, or if we're being, I'm not being Nigerian. Noma. I'm a Cancer. I went to UCLA, like most.
And she's a YouTuber.
I'm a YouTuber.
My name is Bridget, and I'm an Aries.
I'm Kalechi, and I'm a Taurus.
My name is Ashley, and I'm a Gemini.
And we are all ready to answer some questions, right, ladies?
Yeah.
It's time for girl chat. And
This
today,
light is hot.
Today our topic
Natural.
is relationships in college. We're gonna start with this question: how hard was it to make friends in college? Anybody can answer.
It wasn't hard for me.
I didn't have a difficult time.
It was hard. Okay.
People found me.
I feel like
That's
all
true.
like
We didn't have to find you.
Well, I didn't like it.
extroverted enough to where like
I wouldn't say
you'll
that.
find your way.
Who's the extrovert?
Introverted,
Excuse
but
me,
like
YouTube.
I said
introvert,
enough.
yeah.
if you're
Extroverted
black,
enough.
you just like everybody black was friends with each other.
We'll find someone.
So it's kind
That's
of
true.
easy.
That was kind of hard to argue though, because it was like everybody black was friends with each other, but if you were new,
Well,
it's
that's-
harder to get acclimated to them.
If you did
That's
FSP, like you already had friends. So like I
That's
see what you're
another
saying,
point.
but if you lived on 4 North or like did FSP, then you had friends.
Can you introduce what FSP is to
That is the
my
freshman
followers?
summer program. Sign up now, next summer.
At UCLA.
As a transfer, I feel like it is a bit harder because you're kind of older and you like. I didn't do TSP, so like I feel the people that did have the advantage of like mingling and like being super extroverted were people that already kind of had someone that they knew that they could like latch onto.
Yeah.
Whereas others like me, I didn't really know anyone at all. Like I came in like fresh. I was like, hi everyone, my name is Noma. I want to be friends. Like that was me.
Yeah.
in the
Did you have
beginning.
that same
I
experience?
know, I'm a
when you
transfer student too.
Go Transfers!
So, yeah, I just got thrown into the campus and just like went towards crowds of people that look like me. And so, I mean, not even that, just like other transfer students and like or the first gen students, and so.
So, would you guys say it's easier to make black friends because you like that's who you are, or is it easier to make non-black friends? Because it was actually easier for me to make non-black friends than black friends at UCLA.
I feel like it was easier to make black friends because we go to a PWI. So it was like we're all looking for each other. But if we like didn't, I don't know if it'd be like that. Non-black friends were kind of easy to make because they were all looking for friends too.
That's true.
So the black
The white sea.
All the things like in the beginning when they're selling you UCLA, well specifically because she didn't go to, she's up north for my up NorCal people.
I know. I have a little different experience because my campus is like 36% Latinx.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's not
Big
predominantly
number.
white. Yeah, white people are the next like biggest demographic, but
They are always.
But like there's everything in the beginning is kind of targeted towards like oh you're black, so we're gonna put you at all the black events, and so naturally like you'll make black friends, and then I feel like the other friends are either based on like your location where you're dorming at, or like the classes you take, because those are the only times I interacted mostly with non-black people, like when I was in my business clubs, or when I used to be an econ major,
Or if you join like an out there club, because like we're really safe to ourselves and like be black and then stay in black clubs and live with black people and not have other friends. But if you join like
Yes.
other clubs where there are not black people,
Yeah.
like then yeah, you can make.
like I have friends at UCLA that only have black friends, like the only black people at UCLA.
That's
So
awesome.
I mean that's
Thank
us,
you. Moving
so.
on.
I felt like I
Literally
transitioned to my first 2 years. It was like non-black friends, and then as I got closer to the black community, then it was like more black friends than non-black. So I was able to.
When my
have both
parents
lives.
came to move me out first year, actually like they were like Kalechi doesn't talk to white people anymore. It was funny.
No, my mom was like,
they never
why do you have so many? I was like, y'all deprived me when I went
Right.
to private, I went to private school when I was younger. Bless you guys for doing that. But like, I was deprived.
Okay, private school flex, all right.
And like, this was my time. I didn't have sports because, like, no offense, love my volleyball folks, but like, I was like the only black person most of the time, or there were like one or two black people, and we were probably playing like front row positions, if you know. So then like, this was a chance. Like, there was just so many black people doing different things, and it was just like, it was cool.
Definitely. As a black kid from the suburbs, you're like, this is your
This is
chance.
amazing.
This is
And then
it.
you're like, I don't have to talk to white people, period. And then you just go like a little crazy with it. And I feel like kind of like by third and fourth year, then it like evened out. And I was like, okay, I have like 3 white friends.
Not 3.
Gradually. Gross.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the next question. I know that either some of you have already started college, freshmen, or you're about to start in a couple weeks, so that's exciting. Our next question is, do you have any advice for relationships in college of any kind? So it could be romantic relationships, friendships, relationships with your family. Any advice?
Can we break them down by like categories?
Yeah, so let's start with friendship. Since we just talked about that.
Be honest from the start
Yeah.
about like who you are. Like, I know a lot of people come to college with that like mentality that, oh, I'm coming here to like transform and, you know, be a brand new person, but it's just like at the end of the day you're most likely going to revert back to like your core anyway, so it's
You better let
honestly
them know, preach.
a lot better to just, you know, stay true to who you are, and at that point like you'll probably make really good friends. Like, trying to fake it, you're going to end up hurt and upset and stressed.
You don't
So
want to be hurt.
yeah.
New school, new you still have to be you.
Exactly.
That
Say that
makes
again for the people in the
sense.
back.
I already
And
said
I
it.
quote.
If you didn't hear, then
Rewind. Go back.
10 seconds back.
The question's about like just tips for
Advice, yeah, for relationships.
Oh, I have one. Your first friends will not be your best friends forever. Like, that is very possible. I feel like people get to college and are like, oh my god, like my orientation group, we're best friends. And it's like, you're gonna make other friends who you might get closer to, and you might not stay friends with those people, and that is okay.
And if you start off lonely,
might
like
say.
just know you'll make friends eventually. Like, it's coming. You'll be kind
That's
of
what, like, I feel like we need to normalize, like, especially like now that we're all like graduating or in like the product, like, you know, like that, moving on to the next chapter, like normalizing that, like, I'm not one to like, I'm not gonna cut friends off like that. Like, that's just not me. Like, oh, I graduated, so I'm gonna be picking shoes who I don't want in my life. But it's more of like I'm going with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. If this person just isn't in my life anymore like that, then that's fine. Like,
Right.
whatever they provided for me or the memories we had, like, I'm going to cherish that and like love it. But like, I'm not gonna hold on. Like, I just feel like people that like literally pick and choose who they want to cut off after college. That's so weird to me. Like, why? What was the point of becoming friends with them in the first place? Because
Right.
they didn't like cut them off.
They've been
Because
They
then you
didn't mess
like
with
your
you.
friends.
Exactly. They didn't mess with you in the first place. So it's just like they had to wait till the end to cut it off.
I feel like college is where you come and like you no longer have friends just out of convenience. So like you're actually hanging out with people who you like. And then on the flip, like you have to make sure that you let relationships change. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
sometimes people will not want to be your friend anymore, and that's rough. But that's okay.
Yes.
Like you could just go be friends with people who
Not
want to be
everyone's
friends with you.
And that's okay. Like,
That's the
you have to
thing.
realize that.
Not everyone's gonna like you. That's something you gotta realize that early, because you'll feel hurt sometimes when someone's like, I just don't feel like we vibe, and you're just gonna take that personally. That might affect you educationally, affect you socially with other people. You might not be able to let other people in. So taking that advice like into consideration, like not everybody's gonna like me, and that's okay. I don't need you to like me, because God doesn't want you for me. Period.
We're gonna say period like 500 times.
Period.
Period.
But I have some experiences at the junior college that I went to, but it was weird. It was kind of like high school, and like people weren't really there to make friends. So
Yeah. So my junior college experience.
yeah. I mean, I've met friends. I probably have like 2 good friends that I met from like JC, but like
I have a question for you too. How was it different to make friends in your junior college than it was in like university? Like, I guess.
well, at university, like I'm in so many clubs and I go to like all the events. That's basically how I meet people. But the events at the JC were barely like a lot. There wasn't like student participation or student engagement, and so yeah, that was the biggest
I was
difference.
like Kiki said, like how like when you get to like university level, you can't make friends because of like, how did you word, like, is it convenience? So like me and JC, my friends were like, because of like the convenience was we're all teammates, like, so
Yeah,
we
you
have
all
to be
saw each
friends with
other.
each other.
Yeah.
And so like coming to like UCLA, I was like, oh, like I'm not a volleyball player anymore. That's not my identity. So like it was interesting adjusting. It was rough because I'm like, I'm just Noma. That's it. I can't be. I'm not playing volleyball.
I'm not Noma, the volleyball player.
No, like I was rebranding. I was confused.
It's funny how you said that people like came not to make friends, because there's also those people at college, and that just like kind of reminded me, like, you have to find friends who are like on your wavelength. Like some people are trying to study all day every day, and you're not gonna have fun if you're trying to go out and those are your friends. And like it's okay for y'all to be different, but like definitely finding friends who have like the same kind of work-life balance as you, so you actually have people to go out with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can have friends in like different, like, I'll be honest, like I feel like I had friends that I went out with more, like that were my going out friends, and friends that were more for studying, and that's fine. Like,
yeah, I love my study friends.
My study friends, they keep me grounded. All right, so we're gonna get a little spicy here.
Oh, spice.
Spice. Next question.
Habanero.
Habanero, the favorite
Today's
African
hot
spice.
chicken.
Do you think you can find a soulmate in college?
Yes.
You mean to tell me that
Yes.
God put
You
me
said
on that
yes.
campus and gave me that selection of men, and that's my soulmate? That's where I'll choose him from.
Well-
Yes, I rebuke it.
Okay, soulmates can be
Sorry, my
anyone. Soulmates
Oh,
can be all these
That's
girls
true.
here.
Friendship, soulmates, perhaps, and possibly.
But you know what I was talking about, relationship soulmate.
Romantic relationship
Let him know we're talking about
soulmates
relationships.
are not at college because those men are ugly. And I know in high school
scammers.
they tell you you'll get to college and there's so many men.
See on while you're there.
And there are,
Is this recording?
but they're all still mediocre. It's
They're
really
not
what you'll
even
learn.
mediocre, below the mediocrity line. Please and thank you. You will be the queen. You be shining, great, amazing, life put together. Him, you come shambles, nonsense.
In shambles.
The entire
You
time.
will not find men who bring to the table what you bring to the table. You and your friends all lined up beautiful, and him, he looks like a
It's not
garbage
even
bag in
that.
shoes.
Let's talk about sister wives.
That you'll be doing sister wife encampments, and you will not know.
This show, it's a
You
real
will
thing.
not
It's
know.
a real couple.
Because men go to college and have so many wonderful women to choose from, they will play you. Yeah, sorry, they will.
It's not fair.
Don't let them stress you. Like
I was
that's
like,
it.
oh, maybe not. No, but they will.
The
It's
ratio
not
of
fair about
beautiful
that.
girls on campus compared to the men, like,
Is
it's
that- so
not
that's
fair.
everywhere. That's like a
Especially
thing.
like in
Yeah.
smaller like ethnic communities, like the ratio of like college educated attractive like young women to the men is just it's abysmal if you think you're going to college to find a
it's like
husband.
an actual statistic that black men have the lowest graduation rate.
Ooh,
And
I'm
so
sorry.
it's
I mean, there's a lot of.
I've heard
that
like
goes
other
to that, and
communities
I'm
have
sorry
similar
for that,
issues
but,
too though. Like where they're just like, yeah, the men, there's like 3 men who are hot and then 3 who are smart and they don't overlap, so they have no options.
She called you.
We can talk about how we settle.
Oh,
that out.
our standards
Don't lower them, please. Hold on to them tight.
but the thing is like you will really have to be checking yourself to make sure your
Every
standards are
day.
staying there, because like you'll be a year and a half, 2 years in, and you will realize your standards have drifted down to the 6th dimension of hell because these men are in the 8th.
Yes.
And so
She's back.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Okay. Back on the topic of soulmates. I feel like we didn't really have a lot of relationships on our campus, or as much like.
We have people hiding.
I mean, if we talked about art, I feel like we just have like a really kind of like specific and different experience though, because like
Yeah,
other
totally
schools
different experience.
like are not like the Black Bruins, and then like HBCUs obviously can't relate, but still like the way that we operate is so different from other people's
That is
regular
true.
schools. Is like
Like
we're
we're
kind of
just
just
like a lot of your black people. I'm like, yeah, like at least like even if I don't know their names, like I can recognize them.
Right.
Like it's not like that at other
so,
schools.
I don't know. Like, is the video like we're talking about our experience for fun or general advice? Because like people might want the tea on like UCLA. And,
If
like
you want to spill
our
it,
shit's
want the
crazy.
tea on-
I'm not gonna be the one to spill it. But if you want to spill it, I'll just nod my head.
I don't
In
have things
agreement,
to spill.
I don't have anything to say.
I have many things to spill.
Let that soak in. I don't think I ever came to UCLA thinking I was gonna meet my soulmate though.
I did.
I just thought like I was
I was sorely disappointed.
People really make it seem like that too, because they're always getting their babies, those like Bruin born, Bruin bred, and it's like, oh, their parents are like,
That's why
yeah.
maybe if we had a higher percentage of black people, then this might have had a higher chance
Well,
of
didn't you
occurring.
hear Gene Block just got a an advisor on Black life, so perhaps he might figure it out.
Let me bite my tongue.
Correct. He's waking up. Nikki, what are the blacks doing today?
Not what are the
Why
blacks?
is an advisor on Black life?
Honestly, I was like, what? Make this make sense.
I feel bad for those black people right now at UCLA that are really into like the politics of UCLA and like have a position, student government, I'm praying for y'all because, like, yes, we're having, like, they're opening space for us now, but they're still making y'all do half of the work because they're not doing it right. So it's just more work on y'all, and y'all are probably not even getting paid enough.
Okay, I'm in student government, and so I literally feel that pressure already. Like, it is intense. Like, we're literally holding everyone accountable, and it's just like so uncomfortable. Like, and like being the only black woman on the board is just
Is that
like
a flex? Only black women, let them know. Period. Give us more than 5 black men at UCLA.
Like, at least make the percentage, the likeliness of it happening higher.
You know, and the thing that really gets me is the way that I'm looking at the catalog of men that we have to choose from. And I was like, there's no way that they admitted you people based on the way that you look. But it's almost as if someone saw you and said every single attractive man will be denied.
Wait.
Yo!
I feel like that's...
is that what's going on at UCLA?
We love our black men at UCLA. Okay,
I love them dearly. So many several are my friends. But it's like...
But like the women
their friends are not doing well. Exactly.
The women are so good looking.
I mean, look at us.
They're fine. Got admitted on a promise of 72 black male freshmen. And then like our retention rate is about what, like 61%?
Yeah.
So you know how many of them are gone? And then you have like 20 of them on football. And then after the ones that you've already brothered out of your life from FSP and whatnot, there's about like, what, 11 left that you could possibly pursue. They can't all be cute and into all the same things you are. So...
very slim possibility.
And then once you do find 1 or 2 who are useful, worthwhile, you have like literally 200 other just black women alone who are all beautiful, and he now gets to choose from all of them. What makes you 1 out of 200? How do you get chosen?
Silence.
That probability is not. It's not.
It's not good math. At all.
It
is math.
It's really simple. It's simple as 1 + 1 equals.
And I'm good at math. There's not enough.
It's not adding up at UCLA. That's
Thank you. It's not adding up.
But like, everyone's experience is different.
Right,
We all have
it's
memories, I'm just saying, like, as a general, that's like a general comment. Like, it's just different.
It's also like a very interesting spectrum because I feel like there's not very many in-betweens. It's kind of like, oh, you really have to overlook some major character flaws to be friends with these guys or like be with them. And it's like, okay, sure, if that's your thing. But then the ones who are like really awesome are like super, super, super amazing people. Like Stacy. Like, he's just great across the board.
Shout out to our friend Stacy.
So it's like, the guys who are great at college are really, really great. So at least it's not high school.
Well, all I can say is that I see fine boys on campus.
You go to SAC STATE.
You know,
I see what
I was
you're
advised
saying.
there.
She goes to SAC STATE. Of course.
For all the black guys at SAC STATE that are watching this, comment on your Instagram because we want to
No,
see.
like literally.
SAC
It's
in
the
general.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all just.
If he's a hornet, I'm a hornet. That's y'all, right?
Yeah.
If he's a hornet,
But I don't know what they mean.
Buzz.
Like, they go to UCLA. Do people go to UCLA? You gotta UCLA. Yeah, I gotta UCLA. And someone lied to me once. This guy lied to me once. I was like, huh?
When they're like, I go to UCLA, and you're like, wait, which one? Because like, people will lie about going to UCLA, but it's like hilarious.
Schools in general.
Because we know everyone black. So it's like, if you're telling me you go here and I don't know you, like,
That's
so which UCLA are you going to?
Oh no.
They talk about
No,
the
it's
daycare.
weird.
People do that at parties too.
Not the daycare.
Pull your room card. We'll literally be like, pull your room card.
Where's your own?
Wow.
This is turning into like the problems of UCLA.
But that's not what we want.
The next question is, do you think the friends you made in college will still be with you after 4 years? But
You guys are gonna have to wait to watch that on Yoma's channel. So head over there to watch the rest of this video. It's about to get juicier, okay?
Oh,
Tell them what.
juicy.
Yeah.
She was because it was juicy. My
Enjoy.
YouTube channel is Noma Canoe. Go and subscribe. Go and like, follow, all that stuff. You're supposed to do. Share.
spread the word.
Comment in the comment section.
Post it on your stories.
Email it to your friends.
Follow
Your
her.
professor.
Follow Faith.
Post it on
subscribe,
Canva.
like,
Wait, not
and
comment.
comment.
Watch this.
What's that
Post
word?
it in
Piazza. Put it on Piazza.
What are these people talking about? Bye.